Do not call. It's a simple request made by more than 200 million Americans, but many say they are still getting unwanted phone calls, even though they are on the do not call list. On Your Side, consumer advocate Jen Strathman exposed the problem with the list in February and has an update.
Today, the Federal Trade Commission gets thousands of complaints a day about the do not call list. This year, it took action 4 times, stopping billions of calls. But consumers say they haven't seen a decrease in calls.
When they first come out with the no-call list, I thought, great. First thing I did is get on it. But after years here, I'm realizing it don't work.
Joyce Cullum would hang up her phone if she could, but it's tied to her alarm system. Now she's sounding the alarm on a system that simply isn't working.
I have been getting probably around 50 calls a month.
Many are recorded messages or robocallers.
Most of them are from credit card companies.
The Federal Trade Commission took action against a credit card robocalling operation in 2010, one you've probably heard.
Hello, this is Rachel at Cardholder Services, calling in reference to your current credit card account.
That was 2 years ago. So how is Rachel still calling?
It's almost certainly a different company doing it now.
Michael Milgram is a staff attorney for the Federal Trade Commission office in Cleveland. He's responsible for tracking down violators. It's a tough job because technology is making it easy to spoof or fake the number you see on caller ID. Even with a legitimate number, it's a time-consuming process to find out who is making the call.
They've kind of freed up the market, so the telephone company that you call that had the number originally probably sold it to another company that resold it to somebody else.
Robocall complaints are up, so the Federal Trade Commission is holding a brainstorming meeting on Thursday.
We're hoping that this summit will result in ways for us to find solutions to this problem and get more of the robocallers.
Stopping robocallers at home isn't working for consumers. Joy said when she blocks a number, the robocaller changes one digit and gets through the next time.
I have done everything I know, so I'm desperate now.
We'll be watching the FTC's next move to put a stop to these phone calls. Here's what you can do now. If a robocaller calls you, don't follow the prompts to get off their list. It just tells the computer your phone number is legitimate and may result in more calls. Instead, report the situation to the Federal Trade Commission. We have a link on newsnet5.com. So who can call you? Well, political groups, charities, telephone surveyors, and businesses with whom you've done business during the last 18 months. Unless you tell that business you don't want any calls. On Your Side, Jen Strathman, News Channel 5.